In this video, I'll describe what color saturation is, and it's all about how we see surfaces. And it's in my book, The Art Instruction Course, Color and Light, where the Kindle is only $7. A rainbow divides light into different colors, and the sequence is Roy G. Biv for red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. Now, if you put white light and pass it through a prism, it will break up into a rainbow of colors that also follow Roy G. Biv. But this interaction also goes the other way. In other words, if you take all these colors and put them together, you get white light. Let's first understand how we see a white surface. So here is white light with its rainbow of colors, and it hits white paint. And all the colors of light are reflected to our eye, and our brain puts them together so we see the paint as being white. How do we see a black surface? When white light hits a black surface, all light colors are absorbed by the paint, so no light reaches the eye, so the surface looks black to us. We only see a surface if it sends light to us. A surface at night looks black because there's no sunlight, so it can't reflect any light to our eye. Now, what if we look at an orange surface? Well, again, we have white light hitting the orange paint, but this time the paint acts like a filter, and it reflects mainly orange light to our eyes, so the surface looks orange to us, and it absorbs all other colors of light, so we don't see them. A neutral gray surface doesn't have a hint of color. It treats all light colors the same. It reflects all light colors and absorbs all light colors. Color saturation is just a fancy word for how pure a color is, and it describes the proportion of light that is one specific color, like orange. At one end of the color saturation range is a surface that reflects only orange light rays. This is the most saturated orange you've ever seen. On the other extreme is a neutral gray that reflects all colors equally. And there's a whole range of color saturations from the most saturated to the least. In the real world, no surface can reflect only orange light. Instead, orange paint reflects some of its analogous neighbors like red and yellow. Whenever a surface reflects different colors, the orange looks duller than the super pure orange paint. If the reflected light has only slight predominance of orange, you would see a semi-neutral orange-gray with a hint of orange. And then when all colors are reflected the same, we see a neutral gray, which has no dominant color. The value is the degree of lightness or darkness, and it depends on the number or concentration of light rays reflected to the eye from a particular surface. So a gray surface reflects fewer light rays than a white surface, but more light rays than a black surface. And the more light rays this gray reflects, the lighter it will appear. And the more light rays it absorbs, the darker the gray will appear. Please remember to subscribe and check out my book, The Art Instruction Course, Color and Light, with a link to the book at the bottom of this video.